Hi everyone, thanks very much for having me. I'm a conservation botanist and a restoration ecologist, and I work at the herbarium facility in the National Botanic Gardens of Ireland. It's a very beautiful site if you haven't visited it. The National Herbarium holds about 600,000 specimens of plant, fungi, lichen, and algae from the global flora, but primarily, but most importantly, it has the best existing collection of the Irish flora in the world, of course. And in addition to that, we have botanical art, ethnobotany, where books are as well. Of course, herbaria are really important for tracking changes in global biodiversity, and the collection of Irish flora has been extremely important in assessing how the Irish flora has changed down through the centuries, because we have a collection that dates back to our earliest naturalists, right up to modern day. Just to give you the state of the Irish flora today, these are screen grabs from the most recently published CSBI Atlas that published last month. And that atlas found that over the last 20 years, 50% of our Irish flora is in decline. And that includes a lot of our very iconic species, and they're in decline in both range and frequency, primarily due to habitat loss of our wetlands and grasslands. So, of course, Botanic Gardens, like many other institutes, have to respond to meet the needs of the global biodiversity crisis. And Botanic Gardens are very well placed to meet the needs of the biodiversity crisis, or to respond to it, because we have the facilities and the infrastructure to conduct ex situ conservation of flora, but also to prepare populations for future habitat restoration projects. So seed banking is a really important way of preserving ex situ biodiversity. And here we have two examples of the two kind of iconic seed banks. There's the Sowing seed bank, which is built into the side of the snowy mountain in Norway. And then there's the Millennium Seedbank in Kew, which is a global seed bank, which is huge under the ground vaults as well. And they're really important for an ex situ conservation of species diversity, but also genetic diversity within species and populations. So after attending training at the Millennium Seedbank in Kew, the keeper of the herbarium in Dublin, Colin Kelleher, brought back some really valuable lessons. And one of the most valuable lessons that we learned was that we shouldn't try and be Kew or Svalbard, because we don't need those that capacity, but we need to adapt international best practice to suit their local needs. And what I mean by that is the flora of Ireland is quite cooperative in general anyway. So here's a matchbox that contains a single seed of all 834 native seed producing species. So we don't need a lot of space to conserve the Irish flora. So this is our seed bank. It's not built into the side of the mountain. So how do we collect our seeds to preserve the Irish flora? Well, we follow the Millennium Seedbank best practice and standards, and use the estimate protocol, which basically means that we collect our seed in an ethical way without compromising the viability of the population in the wild. And we need to look at the population, so make sure that we sample populations that are representative most genetic diversity of the populations. Here, then we take a look at the population and see its condition in the wild to make sure that we can collect seed without compromising the population. And then we have to take a look and see whether the seed is ripe or not, because there's no point in collecting seed that isn't ripe. The seed preservation then comes back. The seed is cleaned of all its chaff. It's dried to 15% relative humidity in an incubator on silica gel. It's checked for pests and pathogens, and then it goes through a germination test to check the percentage viability of the seed, and then it's accessioned into a freezer at -20. So in conclusion, what's the status of our seed bank to date? We just committed to this in 2019, but then the pandemic happened. So we've really only had one field season to date. We have a collection of about 11% of the Irish flora in our collection to date, and that came primarily from the trial site in the Burren, which is a really important floristic assemblage in Ireland. But we have a lot of rare and threatened species that we haven't got into the collection just yet. So that's going to be our focus for 2023. It's really nice to see that the collection or the seed bank is functioning as it should be, though, as a site of ex situ conservation. Here's an example of Hypercanthus, which is a threatened species in Ireland, a really confined distribution. And a nice positive story was that a development was happening in Dublin where a population of this species was discovered. It was to be lost to the development. The on-site ecologists recognized the species and knew that we had a seed bank, collected seeds through license from the National Park and Wildlife Service, deposited the seed with us in the hopes that if the plant population is lost to the development, that we have a population for future restoration. And so I guess that's where I end on sowing seeds of hope following it. Thank you.